Attack on Titan Season 4 Episode 6. Eren's Attack Titan attacks. So what's up guys, Foxen here. Attack on Titan manga comparison time. Let's find out whether the CG really added. So go ahead and smash that like and subscribe. And a thank you to today's sponsor, Secret Cat Forest. I like cats, so I think you like cats too. This game gives you kitties on the go. Just pop it open and start customizing your furry palace. You could collect wood to build new goodies for your home. Go fishing to attract and feed more kitties. Build up your paradise and check back for them to visit. It's a super relaxing, calm game. It really is super casual. There's not even a gacha system. Bonus points for not being a huge time investment either. You'll love the adorable cat animations. The game plays in real time with the day and night cycle. You got tons of cats to find. Let's see if you could catch my favorite kitties, either Bunny or Foxy. You could go ahead and download it for free right now. Top link. The first 200 lucky of you could use my code Foxen in-game for bonus goodies. 2,000 wood and 4 cans of fish, which means you could kick off your cat adventure running. Episode 6, titled The WarHammer Titan. Same name as Chapter 101. You got this kicked off with a Willy flashback. Gotta say goodbye to the wife and 12 kids. The entire farewell is anime original. I do like this addition since you got more fleshing out of Willy, plus some more insight into the Tiber sister Lara, however small that may be. I do want to point out that Willy's daughter actually got a name before the WarHammer Titan holder, Fine. I did get asked whether the toys near the start are the same toys that you saw in the first Attack on Titan episode. Think back to Eren's dream, or more like a vision. But too bad, they don't exactly match up. Moving to the carriage trip over. Lovely interior design here, traveling in fashion. A new detail for the anime is the thick guard traveling on horseback right outside. Yeah, way to stick out. Manga Willy seems a lot more worried here about a surprise attack at any moment. Perhaps that was always why he was drenched in his own juices. On the flip side, he had Anime Willy getting much more emotional, even standing up as he tries to convince the commander with his sacrificial plan. For a bonus attention to detail, it really talks about using himself as bait. In the anime, you have a new view of the outside. This includes that clown that Gabby previously saw. So this implies the guys were still hammering their plan down after the festival already began. Anyway, time for some Tiber munchies. I don't know what everyone was thinking. Willy looks ultra dead in the air. You could have really lost the power if Willy was the WarHammer Titan. Some of you have mentioned Titan Eren looks much more swole. Your boy has probably just been hitting the Titan gym up. You got some new little anime additions here, including the faces of the shocked crowd, and the onlookers getting crushed. Take a look at the devil they feared. I've gotten some questions about that white eye. It just looks like that spotlight was hitting him directly. In the anime, I do like that you now do have a better sense of direction. You could easily follow Eren spotting his next victims. Slight anime changeup. This Marley military leader remains seated. This definitely adds more to the hopelessness realization, him just accepting his fate. And no surprise, the anime didn't include Harvey Weinstein running in the crowd. For my nitpicking buddies, you got the Titan Eren's belly flop. The manga gave you a few dozen bodies in the air. Then for the crushed Zofia. So this Annie replacement didn't last long. I like how they kept the body position. Are you okay, Zofia? Daijabu? Props here for giving more of a sense of this tragedy for Udo. For the anime versus manga, for Eren going smash on the Marley leaders. In the anime, only Eren from behind. Compared to the manga body shot, Eren looks almost like a zombie here, a dried up one. For a new anime scene, the stampede. That lady's not getting left behind. It's so fast now in the anime that you can't really connect the two, but it was actually the previous guys running that bumped Udo into the crowd. Look at the fear you could taste from Colt and Gabby behind the boulder. Naturally, the anime scene was too fast, but originally you were able to see his head almost coming loose. For a skipped scene, you originally did see Reiner's mama and Annie's papa among the escaping crowd. Then for Gabby, I feel like the anime went far and beyond capturing her terror. Her trauma was this large combo of everything happening, with the main chorus being the sight of the Eldian devil. Sayonara Tiber Guard, you didn't even get a name. For Isabella's sister Lara, you now got the classic badass bloody look going on. Time to go Titan mode. So they did mix in some hand-drawn animation with the CG. Even the attack Titan is drawn here. Good thing the anime fixed Eren's ultra small head. You should also notice how the trailer version actually used CG for the WarHammer Titan transformation shot. I do appreciate the non-CG close-up for her mid-transformation. Oh, and that sucker punch to the kisser totaled the Titan face. It was quick, but you were able to spot the rest of the WarHammer Titan body formed, fully white, and I guess partially armored. Likewise, Eren equipping his crystal knuckles was traditional animation. For the Tiber Titan beatdown, did you lose your eye, sweetie? Definitely more gory looking for the anime. It was super quick, but you could see Eren getting penetrated from behind. Is this an anime mistake? The WarHammer Titan spike comes out white, then turns to the blue crystal color right in the next scene. For the "aww" moment, you got the drunk dude and his wife getting creamed. At least the dude went out drinking. Do you notice? This was actually the debris from the WarHammer Titan pillar erupting out. As for Eren becoming this Christmas ornament, aw, they didn't give you the WarHammer Titan body regenerating. Smoke for you instead. Switching to Colt. The anime gave you a bonus look at the gruesome aftermath. Just given the distance from the stage, you could actually thank the WarHammer Titan for this mess. You could actually still see Udo's lifeless eyes in the anime. Some of you mentioned he got the Levi bloody look. Switching to the two titans in the hole. No toilet in the anime shot since Mr. X was not as kind here. Unfortunately, the anime removed Best Girl P climbing up, along with their tank buddies being super quick to help her up. Goodbye, fun meme. New anime scene, the scouts coming in. Naturally, this was done in CG, as Attack on Titan has always done since season 1. Next up, the WarHammer Titan crafting her signature weapon. You got 3 versions now. They didn't want to reuse the beautifully drawn version. The change up to notice here is how originally it looked like the WarHammer Titan was bending some Titan crystal from the ground up. For the actual hammer swing, the anime lacked Eren dodging her wrath. For a different anime change-up, the WarHammer Titan now summons those spikes under Eren after he lands, compared to the spikes looking like they were already in place for the manga. Switching to the Marley guys trying to blast Eren. I mentioned this feeling off in my review. Originally, the commander claimed that Marley wasn't going to rely on Titan powers any longer. This was officially Marley's new policy, that Eren had to be stopped here. The anime now completely reversed this. The commander now claims that killing the founding Titan would only postpone the problem. It's best for the WarHammer Titan to eat the founding Titan here. Further in the manga, the commander claimed it was over for Eren's side if they lost the founder here. And even if the founding Titan died and returned to them, that the Age of Titans was coming to an end. It was too quick in the anime to fully appreciate it, but Eren did further crystallize his arms to brace for the impact. You can now see holes in the arms too. The whole impact was really like a hot Mikasa going through Titan blubber. Taking a look at the lovely WarHammer Titan. Right away you can spot that her eyes aren't bright blue, unlike her trailer counterpart. As for Eren looking oh so comfortable, you can now see the red flesh sticking to him. He's got the spotlight right on him. For the Tiber sister giving Eren a moment. Besides looking plastically, she's got this I'ma stab you look in her eye. I actually got a laugh from the dude's lip quipper here, great addition. Now Mikasa. In total, 4 panels got expanded into this grand entrance for this lovable Ackerman. Instead of just leaping out from behind, you now got to see Mikasa grappling Mrs. Tiber's spike. So hey, she busted out right from where Eren did too. Now this is what I would expect from Wit Studio. Perhaps not god tier animation, but the scene amazingly expanded on. For an anime change-up, instead of the stallion running and blasting, you got a CG stunt double. Do you notice you can spot a certain blonde to the side? You won't be surprised how the trailer version of this entrance didn't get used. And for anyone that wants to nitpick about it, the WarHammer Titan doesn't look damaged after the blast whatsoever as she flops down. Taking a look at Best Girl Mikasa, 3 versions here too. Notably, they added her red scarf back. The anime looks a tad more polished compared to before. Mikasa's hairdo isn't all messy now, but I kinda liked her messy look. I'm now wondering if they forgot her scarf on purpose, just to get people talking. Eren here in comparison doesn't look as cold. I'm getting this uncaring vibe from his stare. Take a look at this, the WarHammer Titan trailer scene didn't go completely to waste. It pops up back here only silence for the mid-info card. And way to give away her other toys. Then for reinforcements coming in, you got a neat shot of the Marley soldiers packed like a Japanese train during rush hour. And it looks like they kept the ship scene, only changing up the colors a bit. Switching to the stallion, the anime didn't give you Jean's trailer intro, aww. There's something about his hair here. And same for Flock. That bird nest looks, I don't know, could it be flatter? More round? Getting back to Mikasa and her crush, I've seen a surprising amount of hate for Eren in this shot. In the manga he looks cold, maybe heartless, while in the anime it looks like he's ready to go, looking forward. For Mikasa, such a sad little boy. I'm only teasing. I think Eren's look at her captures the intended mood better. The anime may have demonstrated better how Eren was anticipating the WarHammer Titan to recover. As for the Full Metal Alchemist Titan making her weapon, I've seen complaints for this too, but her instant crafting is in line with how she busted out the hammer. Taking a look at the close-up of the WarHammer Titan, so she does have dark blue gems. Switching to Colt and Gabby, sheesh, you could spot a literal chunk of Udo's head gone. At least he'll be reunited with his crush. I do like the improvement here showing you Gabby's rage at the situation. It's practically absent with her manga counterpart. Then for Potato Girl Sasha, you can actually spot the extra rounds strapped onto her body, and it looks like she wasn't on Thunder Spear duty in the anime, no holders here. Trailer shot not used either. For great attention to detail, you have Sasha being reflected in Gabby's eyes. Then for Coney, no trailer version either. I guess the armor makes anyone look great. And take a look at this red display on the ground. Again, props to this season for not shying away from this. Lovely new anime edition of Gabby raging, just waiting for those to crack. Moving to Mikasa playing with her food, you got pretty much the entire display fleshed out more. You can see Mikasa jumping around, and Mrs. Tyra looking sluggish, as she should be. So go ahead and complain all you want about the CG Titans, but at the very least it looks like Mrs. Ackerman here got the Mappa love for her scenes. The true MVP this episode. The manga version of this was a single page with her already blasting that thing in the eye. Naturally, the cherry on top was Mikasa using her wall running hack. If you do want to nitpick here, you couldn't really tell what the WarHammer Titan crafted right there. In the manga, it looked like some claw weapon, or it could have been some kinky whip too, going by the mid-info. Next up, an Eren changeup. In the anime, he's now diving head first, instead of just falling and then using his trademark hand technique. The anime now doesn't give you a shot from below of Titan Eren clawing for the WarHammer Titan crystal. I do agree that Eren cutting the cord scene was among the more funky looking of the CG scenes. For Papa Levi, you only got a mild anime tease. Can't even spot the wings here. Episode ruined for some people. Anyway, Levi to the rescue. A very small panel expanded on. I've seen some complaints from Levi fans about all the love this episode going to Mikasa. But let's see if Levi gets to shine next episode. Then, for Levi in the air, I've seen some people call this dude getting chubby over the time skip. Come on, give the guy a break, he probably enjoyed food and drinking. For the Jaws Titan anime changeup, the dude now got blasted near the top of the building instead of close to the bottom. It also was harder to tell, but credit goes to Mikasa for that one. Oh yes, look at them putting the fear of the Survey Corps into Porco. You can now spot other scouts besides the two Ackermen going in to feed on the Jaws Titan. For the chapters covered this episode, 8 pages from chapter 99, all of chapter 101, and most of chapter 102, 9.5 pages skipped. If you do round it, about 2 chapters total. Let me go ahead and mention that I did rewatch a third time with more managed expectations. Overall, I still think some Attack Titan shouts look wonky. Hopefully they improve these later. I found almost no issues with the WarHammer Titan. Not unless you count the Tiber sister being ripped out of the ground. That may be the #1 worst scene this episode. And do let me know, what do you think was the best CG usage? What was the worst? And for better or for worse, this episode's probably a good indication for the rest of the season. And I know it won't happen, but it feels like Mappa Studios getting so overloaded. It would be really nice if they delayed the season or split whatever was left. So no surprise the CG usage has been a hot topic or blazing issue for a lot of you. I've been getting asked a lot of questions. One of them has been mind-blowing or just confusing. Either some rumors or really just grasping of people hoping that the CG stuff will be completely redone for the Blu-ray release. If you're really thinking there's going to be an upgrade with hand-drawn animation for the Blu-ray, I want what you're smoking. It would take a minor miracle for that to happen. Still, I have brought up how Mappa Studio is known to do improvements for the Blu-ray release. Keep in mind, nothing is guaranteed for Attack on Titan Season 4. How drastic any improvements are done for the Blu-ray if they come is anyone's guess. The only way I could see some massive, and I mean day and night changes coming for the Blu-ray, would be if they see a colossal amount of Blu-ray pre-orders. But going by the Blu-ray sales track records, I'm not too hopeful. Which is a shame because they could actually include this real meaty bonus for the Blu-ray. Like, I don't know, make a lottery system to meet Isayama sometime later this year. That's how you make them sell like crazy. And I'm curious, how many of you are even buying the Blu-ray? Unfortunately for anyone expecting some god tier animation like the Levi vs Beast Titan scene, at this point it'll be best not to be too hopeful. If it does happen, it'll be pretty rare. I actually misrecalled Arifumi Imai making the Levi scene in a month. But then I double checked. He mentioned it took him 4 months total. Could you imagine? And then a month for the Levi chasing. Really, oh my Ymir, forget about what studio. I'm missing this dude. For a little bit of fun, I did look up the WarHammer Titan's voice actress. Who is Laura? She's voiced by Mamiko Noto. She's done Yuka from Elfen Lied, Rin from Inuyasha, the Slug from Boruto's Papa. Fun fact about this, I was betting that Isayama would have left her nameless, that they named her only so they could properly credit her in the credits. But then I checked, they only have her listed as Willie's little sister. Wow. So go ahead and check out this kitty game on mobile. It is free to play and download. No gacha is a huge plus. And you really are helping to support the channel. Rona-chan has really killed off a lot of sponsors. And do go ahead and check me out on TikTok. Already got 1,000 of you awesome people following. Link below. But anyway, let me know your thoughts about this episode, especially after our rewatch. Are your expectations changed for future episodes going forward? Be sure to subscribe and check out my best anime of 2020. A winter anime video is coming up, and I'll see you guys later.